Hey buddies, I hope you all are doing well. In today's video I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to render your drawings so you guys can stop making crusty, musty, dusty artworks. Let's start. I'm sure you guys have seen other artists coloring with a gray background. This is not because they want their characters to look like gray aliens. Let me explain why they do this. This is a very helpful hack that some artists use to make the character's skin color pop so they can see what they're working with. It's a lot more easier to work with a gray background than a simple white one. While coloring on a white background with a light skin tone, it can get confusing as you won't be able to differentiate between the two. I think that this hack only suits light skin colors. If you're coloring a darker skin tone, you'll want to go for the plain white background or a light gray. Add a plain base color to start with and keep in mind that after you have the finished product, your character will look a little darker than the base color you added in the beginning. Pick a color that is a darker shade of the color that you used as your base and start putting values on these areas where shadows are typically formed. This is one of the most important parts as it adds depth to the skin and makes the character look not so plain. Make sure to not pick a too dark color that'll make it look like your character has badly contoured their face. You can also use an airbrush for this part, but I always prefer a blending brush. After adding these shadows, soften the edges a bit to avoid harsh lines. Adding blushes to these areas is, in my opinion, the main thing in rendering. For this you can use a default airbrush. Pick a reddish color that complements your character's skin tone. I personally prefer to use warmer reds for blushes. You can add blush to different body parts too, like ears. To add a bit more realism, you should add this hard shadows to some certain areas where shadows are darker. Keep in mind to do this as less as possible, because if you do it too much the soft look won't be as soft as you want it to be. A lot of artists struggle with lips, and I do too. You can make the upper lip just a little darker to make it look better and real. Add some juicy highlights on the lips and it's done. I won't stop telling you guys to give your character lashes because it makes a hell lot of difference in their looks. If your character is more dominant, then you can avoid drawing big beautiful lashes on them, but otherwise you should add eyelashes to all of your characters. So this is it for today's video. To make this process easier for you guys, I've mentioned the brushes that I used in each step in the description down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.